2012 was an extraordinary year in the life of our church. Over the last couple of years, we've been getting a lot of clarity around our vision of extending radical hospitality and transforming lives and pursuing justice. We've been bringing our programmatic life and our staffing structure and our leadership structure and our budget all into line with that vision. And that has given us an enormous sense of energy and dynamism in our life together. Recently, I heard one of our church leaders say that our church was on fire, and I like that metaphor of catching fire, because as we have started to focus our ministries around the praising and learning and serving and caring and sharing pillars, we really have ignited a flame, which is also a wonderful and powerful biblical metaphor for the movement of the Holy Spirit among us. This sense of dynamism is clearly present in the growth of our worship ministries. We provided
more than 250 opportunities to worship across our cooperative parish in the past year. As our 4 different weekly worship gatherings, each offers a unique worship expression that appeals to different elements of our community. Whether it's families with children or young adults, or our older folks, or some of the more diverse segments of our community. This has been one of the advantages of our expanded cooperative parish, which affords us a variety of different worship experiences, each vibrant and appealing in its own way. Against a backdrop of declining church attendance denomination-wide, we have enjoyed an upswing in our worship attendance this year, with Crossroads and Wesley enjoying particularly strong growth, and this is really something to be celebrated.
Launching a new worship community is never an easy task, particularly when you're trying to reach a generation of younger people who often don't connect easily with traditional forms of church. Yet what we are doing at Crossroads really seems to have taken hold, as this worship community, comprised mainly of young adults, has grown and developed a strong sense of community and a strong sense of engagement, particularly in our ministries of service. Increasingly, service activities, whether it's our homeless shelters or a Great Patrol ministry or the new Campus Kitchen project or other service ministries, have become an entry point for welcoming new and younger people into our community in a way of uniting our various worship communities in common purpose. And our work through the St. Luke's Mission Center, which has really caught fire this year, has taken our long-standing commitment to help the homeless and feed the hungry to a whole new level.
One tremendous success story has been the revamping of the St. Luke's Shelter in partnership with our long-standing ministry partners, the Community Council for the Homeless at Friendship Place, to better serve homeless men who are transitioning toward employment. And the results have been just amazing, as clients are moving into jobs and their own apartments. In the last year, both the St. Luke's Shelter and Metropolitan House celebrated 20 years of ministry, which is just an awesome testament to our community's commitment to serving our unhoused neighbors.
Our outward focus is undergirded by deepening and strengthening of our internal bonds as a community of faith. Our various ministries of congregational care, the quiet, one-on-one work of our Stephen ministers, our visitors corps, and our pastoral staff are important dimensions of our being a caring community. But it is also evident in the various ways that we come together for learning and faith formation and fellowship and mutual support. Whether it's the wonderful new study groups that are part of our Wednesday night soup and study, our Sunday school classes, our United Methodist women's groups, our choirs, our new Lunch and More senior program, or Metro Players, there is a real sense that whenever 2 or more are gathered in His name, Christ is present as well.
And our sense of community has expanded as we have extended fellowship to our neighbors with a variety of outreach events, such as Jazz in the Garden and outdoor movies, and our community picnic. And the incredible work that has been done over the past several years to build relationships with American University students has really borne fruit. It's been amazing to see the growing presence of younger people across our parish through our various forms of campus ministry, in our service activities, at Crossroads, our 20s, 30s group, in various forms of leadership at Wesley United Methodist, as well as both worship services at Metropolitan. Our newly revamped website and other communications tools are another way of connecting with our community and telling the story of who we are and what we do in a compelling and contemporary way. It is an incredibly important tool in both our outreach and in sustaining our identity as a community.
Ministries with children and youth continue to be strong and a draw for younger families. Our successful Godly Play curriculum is at the heart of this, but our children are engaged in so many other ways, including our weekly summer service activities for families and children. For a second year, we had a highly successful Vacation Bible School with children from across our parish and from our neighborhood as well. And our nursery school, which has been serving the community and our congregation for over 40 years, continues to flourish. This year, we're particularly proud of the fact that our confirmation class reflected the growing cooperation among our worshiping communities, with confirmands from Metropolitan and Wesley. And our youth continue to demonstrate to us what faith and discipleship look like with their long-standing commitment to the Appalachian Service Project, a ministry our youth have been committed to for over 40 years. Our youth were also integral to our work this summer with the Brighter Day Academic Summer Enrichment Camp in Southeast D.C., where our growing partnership with the sister UMC is building new bridges across our city.
Another important form of mission engagement has been through our Volunteers in Mission program. Our mission partnership with Nicaragua continues to grow as we sent a VIM team representing each of our worshiping communities to Nicaragua again this year, our third trip to this country in 5 years. And the team witnessed the transforming work of a new dental clinic and a new school building in Matagalpa. Both of these new initiatives were outgrowths of our ongoing mission partnerships and the generosity of our whole congregation through our Christmas Eve offerings, which supported this vital, life-giving work.
With a 3-campus ministry, we have had to take more seriously the stewardship of our buildings. They are important ministry assets which enhance our ability to connect with people and serve our community. We've undertaken a number of important refurbishment projects this year, including efforts to make our facilities more sustainable, such as our new rain garden in the Metropolitan parking lot, which not only enhances the beauty of our property, but also is helping the environment by minimizing storm runoff.
A fire doesn't burn without fuel, and one of the reasons our ministry is on fire is because of the generosity of our members. Last year, we saw a rather significant increase in generosity, both in the number of people making pledges and in the amount pledged, and that's another sign of our renewed vitality. Additionally, there are many ways in which we have a stronger financial base for shared ministry through the combined resources of Metropolitan, St. Luke's, and Wesley. And yet, all of the wonderful new things happening depend on our continued generosity.
What excites me when I think about all of the signs and wonders that we've seen in the life of our church over the course of 2012 is to think about where the Spirit might be leading us in the coming year. All of the work that we've done to get us to this place, I think, has positioned us for some extraordinary growth. We have the amazing opportunity to greatly expand our serving ministries at our St. Luke's Mission Center, to continue to grow the vibrant worship that we have at Wesley, and to continue to reach across generations as we spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. When a spark is ignited in a place where the Spirit is so demonstrably present, the fire becomes unstoppable. That's the kind of power the gospel has. Our task simply is to move with the Spirit that is alive among us.